Sup boys, so today I want to be talking about Overwatch 2, and before I get anything started I just want to show off like these notes over here, just so that way I don't miss out on anything. um, this has been something I wanted to think of for a while, but because everyone in the mod has been talking about Overwatch 2, I thought that now would be my type of turn on how I feel about Overwatch 2, you know, my feel about the game, so on and so forth. So let me just get this on off. TLDR. The gameplay is really great, but everything around it is basically dog shit. The way and how the animations feel, the characters, the abilities, the ultimates, the way and how the impact feels really fucking good. You can debate on the class designs from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2. Like for example with Roadhog, it's pretty debatable. Some people like Roadhog 1, others like Roadhog 2 for example. Some in my opinion, like for example Genji looks cooler in Overwatch 2 than he does in Overwatch 1. And Mercy, even though she's my favorite class, she looks worse in Overwatch 2 than she does in Overwatch 1. So, you know, classes, designs, you know, debatable, right? Now, everything around the game is bad, and let me explain why. So, for a free-to-play player, such as myself, for example, you are wasting your fucking time playing Overwatch 2, and let me explain why. The way an Overwatch 2 works is that you need to work yourself with two things. You need to work with the season pass, and you also need to work with the 60 weekly coins. You get 30, 20, and 10. You have to do 11 challenges, and if you miss even just one challenge, the game's over and you have to start all over again, and you miss that 10 coins, or you miss the 20 coins including. So the way an Overwatch 2 works is that it basically pressures you to basically go for fucking chore fest of like doing these specific things, or otherwise you won't be able to get yourself the special 60 coins, which, let's be real, the 60 coins in my opinion are basically like you might as well get fucking peanuts on that shit, man. I'm gonna be honest. The way and how the battle pass works is that it's too fucking expensive for anyone to do fucking anything. The way and how the shop works is basically non-existent because you can't really buy fucking anything that's like meaningful. It's 300 for a recolor, by the way. Imagine that. When in Overwatch 1 it used to be 75. So what the fuck happened? Especially for the Overwatch Halloween event, Bride Edition, it's basically dog shit too. You get yourself a charm and you get yourself like an icon and 2 sprays. The charm is nice, everything else you can just put in the garbage, who gives a fuck. And I know for a fucking fact that Winter Wonderland is gonna do the exact same thing. Where you'll get yourself basically, let's say, a snowman charm, and you get yourself like, I don't know, a Santa hat icon and like 2, maybe 3 sprays, because why the fuck not? Maybe they're a little bit more generous and they give you an extra 100 coins, but that's basically my expectations on what I'm going to expect from the next update for Overwatch 2 with the next seasonal update. The way and how I feel about Overwatch 1, especially with Season 1, it is very fucking disappointing. Especially for free-to-play players. If you are a paid player, who gives a fuck, who cares, you're playing the game because you want the rewards. But for those that are playing the game for the rewards, are free-to-play players, you're wasting your fucking time. I'm gonna be honest. There's only a very few handful, not even that, you get half a handful of like decent rewards. I know Winston looks cool. I think I got myself like this cool Doomfist skin because I transferred from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2 and I've been like a veteran player. What else? Fucking Kiriko's in 55, but let's be real, we all know that's fucking dog shit too. You should be able to get all the classes immediately instead of being fucking locked by a level. What else? And Seventi is like a meme because of the way and how ugly McCree is. The way and how I see the reward system in Overwatch 2 is actually worse than the reward system that you get in Team Fortress 2. In Team Fortress 2, you will get yourself like a guaranteed crate, and you'll get yourself, if I'm not lost, it's been a while since I played TF2, it's been like, what, 5 years, but I think you get yourself like 10 random ass weapons, and like a guaranteed crate. Maybe you get yourself more crates than usual. And this would be per week, and it's just you casually playing the game for the sake of casually playing the game, and you get those. At least with Team Fortress 2, you can turn those weapons into other weapons, or you can turn them into weapon reskins. Let's say, for example, I want to get myself the unarmed combat, which is basically literally you whacking yourself with a corpse arm from the spy, right? Let's say I want to get myself that. I can work myself towards the prestige of crafting myself the unarmed combat. It will be with, if I'm not lost, a class token, a melee token, and a scrap metal. That will take you like, what, a week or 2 weeks even. And you have the chance for you to get the unarmed combat. Same goes for the pyro. If you want to get yourself the mole, which is basically the reskinned, cooler version of the homewrecker, you need to either, if I'm not lost, you need to get yourself the homewrecker itself, and I think it's 3 refined metal, which is fucking expensive for a free-to-play player. Like, you need to grind for, like, if I'm not lost, even a month just to work with yourself like that refined metal, and eventually you can get it. And the reason why I think the reward system in Team Fortress 2 is better than the reward system in Overwatch 2 is because, at least with Team Fortress 2, even though the reward system is just as dog shit, at least you have yourself a step of prestige for you to actually grind and give a fuck about playing Team Fortress 2, and for you to finally get the weapon that you wanted to get. Now, in Team Fortress 2, if you're a free-to-play player, you can't really do anything. You can't trade, you can't really get hats, you can't do anything. The only way you're going to get hats is if you were to do a transfer from other games. Let's say you play Spiral Knights, for example. You reach to a certain level, you get yourself the Spiral Helm. Or if you were back in my old days with Super Monday Night Combat, you reach a certain achievement and you'll get yourself like this cool mask for the Pyro, for example. Imagine having a game that's been out since 2011, speaking of which with free-to-play players, realistically it's been out since 2007. Imagine having a game that came out basically fucking, what is it, 14 years ago, and you're comparing it to now, which realistically isn't now, it's basically been 6 years ago, right? You compare Team Fortress 2 to Overwatch 2. You look at the reward system and you tell yourself, what looks better? I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna say Team Fortress 2. Because Overwatch 2, there's no real prestige with the way and how the skins work. There's no prestige with the coins, there's no prestige with fucking anything. There's no real prestige that you basically grinded your ass off and you finally got this skin and you can tell yourself, fuck yes, dude. And I know what you're gonna be saying, what about the golden weapons? I don't fucking like the golden weapons, I think they're fucking disgusting if you ask me. Every single, like, player that is over silver and above, and I kid you not, almost every single, or if not every single player that's even in Platinum Plus, always uses some sort of disgusting golden weapon. I don't like it. It makes the skin look so out of place because you got yourself a golden piece of shit weapon. I don't like golden weapons. There's just no point for me to play Overwatch 2. It's like the way and how the reward system works, the way and how everything else around it works is just too fucking hollow and disappointing. I still have hopes for Overwatch 2. Maybe they do something with Season 2. If not, I'll just wait for Season 3. If not, I'll wait for PvE. But overall, the way in Overwatch 2 is right now is just wait. It's just a waiting game right now. Up until they get themselves an actual good fucking update and not some reskinned bullshit that we've had in the past. Now, if you're a completely new player, go ahead, play the game, it's fine, it's fun. Like, who cares, right? If you're playing the game for the sake of playing the game, go ahead, who cares, it's fun, who gives a shit. But for people that want to, you know, have a reason, have a purpose, or motivation for you to play Overwatch 2, there is so much less chances for you to play Overwatch 2 than there is chances for you to play World of Warcraft. At least with World of Warcraft, you get to have yourself, like, even though the chores are annoying as fuck, or you just do them, like, whatever. I don't play World of Warcraft, I just have that an example. But at least with World of Warcraft, if you were to do, like, dailies or weeklies, at least you have, like, something to do because you already have something at the back of your mind that you are thinking about. Meanwhile, in Overwatch 2, you're just playing the game because it's fun. That's it. You're playing the game because it's fun, but you're wasting your fucking time because there's no real ideology for you to play Overwatch 2 other than you want to go for competitive gameplay or you're doing it for content or whatever the fuck, right? I'll tell you this, at least, let's do a comparison with Overwatch 2 and Fortnite. At least with Fortnite, once you get yourself the Battle Pass, you're done. Because the way in Fortnite works is you can grind yourself to level 100 and you can get yourself a total of 1,500 V-Bucks. And the way on how it works afterwards is that with the next season, it's always going to be 950 V-Bucks. They never changed it, they never made it more expensive, they never made it cheaper. It's always going to be 950 V-Bucks. So 950 V-Bucks, but you get yourself 1,500 V-Bucks, you're basically getting yourself a 550 V-Buck profit. Meanwhile, in Overwatch 2, there is no profit, there is no grind, there is no nothing. The only grind you're going to get is your fucking stress. Because of how many fucking weeks you're gonna grind for fucking coins, and you know, it's 60 coins weekly. You do the math, that's basically 18 weeks or some shit. You want me to spend 18 weeks for a fucking season pass? You can go fuck yourself, I'm gonna be honest, man. I think I basically said everything I wanted to say. Again, I have hopes maybe for Season 2 or Season 3 or the PvE, but that game's still uninstalled for me, and up until they finally fix their bullshit for free-to-play players, I'm not coming, man. I'm a chill out with Tower of Fantasy, I'm a chill out with, like, other games, I'm a chill out with, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, for example. I don't give a fuck about Overwatch 2 right now. There's no point. So, that was my takes about it. Again, the game's disappointing, the way and how it works. After the game, like, during the game is amazing, but the way and how around the game works is just so fucking hollow. It makes me wonder what the fuck Blizzard is actually pulling off. Even though it's a free game. But the way and how, like, everything else is just so predatory, it's like, I'm not joining in. So, I'll make another video whenever the fuck I feel like making another video. Then yeah, that's basically about it. I'll see you whenever the fuck. Later, boys. Peace.